Hello, everybody. This is Greg29407 back with another episode of City Skylines. Well, I've let the game run for a little bit, and as you can see over here, I've added some more housing. So we've got we did have a resident under control, but apparently there's another big push. This is just a lot more neighborhoods and everything. I actually put some more commercial over here because there was a need for it, and that was the one big thing I've done. Also, I've really added to our forestry. We're now 4 stars. We've gotten quite a bit. Look at that amount of money we're making. My income, my profits have been going like crazy. They've been going down from 3,000 up to 10 or 12,000, fluctuating up and down. The reason for this is I've added a 4th sawmill. I've also added a 4th of the wood pellet thing. I had to add another one of the large log yards, so I'd have some raw materials, and another one of the sawdust things. So as we get some more forestry done, then I'll have we can take the forestry and either go to one of the plants or go over here for storage. And as you can see, I've added some more of these. I've added, I think, these 2 for sure, and some more roads. What I also did was I added these 2 new plants. This is a brand new building for us, engineered wood plant. And this engineered wood plants manufacture forestry specialty good plain timber. And so it's doing quite a bit for us. So that's going to do some more of that. And we've got some more buildings we can add to as well. Let's see here. I ran out of my money, so I've been kind of waiting to see when I get some more that I can do some stuff. Let's see. Here's the sawmill. Yep. Okay. Let's see. What is this building? Pulp mill. We don't have that yet. But in the unique buildings, we have a printing press, and of course we have the furniture factory. Furniture factory is Wood Vision is a furniture manufacturer known for its innovative design and distinctive style. It can be placed outside the industry area. And then the printing press is more expensive. Yeah, about twice as much expensive. Array of printing services from book printing to business cards and posters. You need paper and plastic. We don't have plastic yet, so that would be a mistake to make that right now. It would just be sitting there. So I think we'll go ahead and do the, here's another one over here, soft paper factory. Let's see, this is maybe paper situations, needs crops, paper, petroleum, and plastic. Yikes. Well, we're going to have to add a bunch more resources before we do anything with that. That would cost us an arm and a leg. We couldn't do anything. But I think we will go with this furniture factory very soon. But the main thing I want to do today is I want to go ahead and do our first type of oh my gosh, I'm not losing the word for it. I want to use the trams. I want to create the trams, the streetcars, the little streetcar system. They have, oh my gosh, what in the world? All of this stuff, the buses, trams, all this stuff. That's what I want to do. I'm losing the word for it. Public transportation. Public transportation. I feel like an idiot. So what I want to do is I want to do the tram. I love the tram stations. And what I'm going to do, though, we're going to have trams not on the roads itself, really, but around the this road that we've done, right along the side of the road. So I don't want to go down the middle of the road like you can. I want to have a little track along the side of the road. I want to come through here, and I'm not sure yet if I want to go on the road across here or if I would like to go over this into the industrial area, and then come back over this way. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll have one that goes this way, and I'll have the other one that goes that way. We can do that. So I want to drop some tracks here. So first thing we want to do, we're going to start on the outside. And first of all, we're going to need to have, for trams, we need to have this tram depot. And let's see where a good place for that would be. Probably right down here near my power stuff. Oh, I put in a second geothermal plant right here. So now it's doing all my geothermal. And so I got rid of all my fans. So I now have much cleaner power. So let's put this in here. All right. Now then I can do these tracks. So and you need to start off giving the tracks a way to go someplace. Okay, so we do this whole road here. It tries to come around this way, that way, and then over. Yeah. So let's see if I can build me some track roads. Let's see here. One-way tram track. Tram track. There we go. Standalone tram track with rails for both directions. Perfect. Okay, I want to go. This is going to be kind of a big bridge, too, isn't it? Okay. Okay, let's go up. Okay, on pause. Okay, so uh-oh. Let's see here. What does it not like about that? Let's do a regular straight one. Let's see what happens. Go. Down. Okay. Well, now I want to curve along with this road. I want to go very close to the road, not on the road. We can use move it to make it a little cleaner. I have a little bit of a gap there. Worry about our train stations. Uh-oh, that may not have been smart. That was a little too long. We'll worry about our stations in just a minute. So I'm going to put this on pause while I do this a little bit more, and then we'll kind of adjust in just a few minutes. Okay, I have completed my tracks, and now what I need to do is do a little bit of cleaning up a little bit. So I'm going to use the Move It mod. I'm just going to kind of bring some of this in. I did a little bit of this before. Trying to help out a little bit. Trying to smooth this out as much as I possibly can. There's a long bridge over here for tracks, so they're going to go along there. Now, what I want to do is I want to make this so that the tracks are fairly close to the road. So what will happen is that the little divided highway we've got here, and the tracks are right next to each other, so that people can jog along the road, and they can drive along the road, and they can get on the trolley as they want to. Trolley, I guess, tram or streetcar, whatever you want to call it. It's like a citywide circular park. So the good thing about the Move It mod is I'm just clicking on here and just taking each one of these and just bring it in a little bit. When I was laying this track a few minutes ago, every once in a while I would lay it a little bit too far. I had to move it around a little bit. I was unable to go over some roads, and I didn't really want to go over some of the roads anyway. But some I did. Some of the smaller ones I did, but I wasn't able to on the other side. We'll take a look at those in a minute. So I had to improvise a little bit. And here I had to go over the tracks and over this road. Let's bring this back over here. Try and clean up a little bit. Yeah, some of the mods to the base game, like this Move It, are just incredible. What you can do with it. This would just be a complete nightmare trying to do this without this. It would just look terrible. I think this is gonna look really nice when we're done. I couldn't be sure if I was gonna do the tram, which I usually use, or the monorail. I think what I may do is use the monorail on the wider sections where we have to go a lot farther. Streetcars are really good for local travel in neighborhoods and things like that. Not so good for long travel. I mean, they're kind of, you see the streetcars like San Francisco, and it looks pretty neat, but if you're going to travel like 20 miles on one of those things, it's probably not so great. Especially in the dead of winter or in the heat of the summer. It's probably like, oh man, this is miserable. Those things aren't air conditioned. So this is really for little short trips. We'll have a bunch of stops along here so people can kind of get off, and we'll do so. I want to do a bunch of walkways too. What we're also going to do, I think, in here on the other side here, because we have a nice gap here. This is all open too. I may just go ahead and do like a whole linear park around here, so that right in the middle of the city we have this really nice part. We had the road, the beautiful divided highway road. We'll have the streetcar. We'll have some bicycle trails maybe, or walking trails or something like that. Just right in the center of town. I think that's kind of nice. I think what's going to happen, this is going to be the old town section of my town. I think what's going to happen is, as we start to do more stuff, we're going to have, as we start to expand our town out, we're probably going to have a bunch of newer section of town. This will probably end up being the original part of town, which is fine. That's kind of neat. Almost got it. It's already quite a few people walking along the side of the street. As you can see, the little people walking around. I will say this about the Sims in this game just love walking. They will walk a long way to get wherever they need to go. Now this was kind of the tricky part, because here I'm transitioning back from track to road to get over here. Now, I did not lay a track through here yet. In fact, I'm not sure how I would do that. I mean, I can do this easily, but how do I get back over to here? I'm going to leave that alone for right now. All right, so what I'm now going to do is let's go ahead and separate tram line. All righty. Where do we want to start? Let us start. Start right here. We'll go in some nice area here. Not too far apart, but not too close either. Kind of close to some of these intersections. Got some roads. All right. So it just kind of goes that one loop. And I'd like to do going the other way. I think I want to take it through this thing. Maybe not. That's going to cover a lot of ground. And what we can always do is lay some other track. If I can't get this thing to match up over here, which I don't think I can, maybe what I can do is kind of do this triangle here or something like that, or go like this or something like that. So we got a few different things we can do. Let's do another track going the other way. And here I think what we'll do is we'll start it right here. We're going to follow the same locations. It's on the other side of the road, so they'll just be going back and forth here. I really like using these trams. This is a really good way of doing this. I usually use trams and then monorail. I mean, not monorail, subway. Seems to be a good combination. All right. Let's turn this thing on and see what happens. And the tram's going to actually pick up quite a bit of traffic, too. Here we go. There we are. Wow, look at it go. So that one's going that lane. That one's going this one. Let's see if this guy picks up anything. Put it at one person. What happens is, at first it looks like, oh, this is a terrible idea. But as the trams start to go round and round more and more often, more and more people will show up there. So we got another stop up here. I am concerned about the traffic on this stretch of road because it is just a little two-lane road. There's a lot of trucks and everything, but I think we're going to be okay. He just dropped off that one person. Okay, but yeah. So they're trying. So what I may end up doing, I can always widen this road to a 4-lane, and redo these. Although, yeah, this did pick up again, didn't it? For a while, this was a little bit down. Grow the city. I need to get more people. Okay. Oh, you know something? This thing's gonna have to go the wrong way on this one-way road. Ugh. Oops, that's not good. He went the wrong way, and I went, okay. That could be a little troublesome, but it's only for a very short period of time. I wasn't able to connect this that way, so. Okay, nobody picked. All right, let's see where the stations are. stations, I think. Nobody's getting on the train. All right, well, we're gonna let that go for a while because it's kind of depressing. But what we can do is, yep. Here's my 2 tram lines. 10 stops, 10 vehicles, nothing yet. All right. Oh, that's right. It takes a while to go all the way through. The first round doesn't do anything. It's like it cleanses the palette a little bit. It just kind of goes around once as a loop, and then it starts up. So that is it. What I'm going to then do is, again, we have all this gap in here. So we have a little bit of space over here still. I should have put these. That's too close. But we also have all this space. We can do maybe do a whole linear park along there. Make the whole thing look really nice and stuff. So that is it for our trams and for our increase in our forest production. In fact, let's take a look here. Where are we at for this? Making a little profit off of here. It fluctuates quite a bit. We just sold some paper for $5,000. We're producing 81 tons of raw forest products, selling 17 tons as paper, 33 tons as plain timber, and 40 tons as raw forest products. So we got some nice income coming in. All right, so that's going to do it for this episode. Until next time, this is Greg 29407 saying au revoir, and we will see you next time.